Hello, welcome to Brainscapers with Brooks and Roots. I'm Roots. This is Josiah. Josiah and his brother Nathan own Potluck Greenhouses here in Wilmington, Ohio. It's a wonderful place to visit starting in the spring with all of your spring annuals, bedding plants, perennials. It just has a great selection of high quality plants. This time of year in the fall, they do a fall festival and these absolutely gorgeous mums. So I want to hand this over to Josiah and let him talk a little bit about what they do with their fall festival.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, normally we are a plant nursery, spring and summer, but in the fall we like to do something a little special with our fall festival, starting at the end of September and going clear to the end of October, and sometimes that first weekend in November. We do our fall festival, which is, it's a corn maze, it's a pumpkin patch. We do hay rides around the pumpkin patch. We do train rides that go through the corn. There's a petting zoo, there's bounce houses, there's large tricycles, there's corn pits for kids to play in. It's a lot of fun with a lot of activities. We also offer lots of mums and fall decorations. We've got straw bales, both large and small. We've got corn bundles that you can tie up on poles. There's Indian corn. Everything about fall, we've got it here.
Great. So from there, what I want to do is we're going to move over to the mums, and I want to talk a little bit about mums, how they grow them. I do want to ask you some questions on that, and then also tell you a little bit about what I know about them. So we'll move to that spot. So we just moved over to the mums. I want to talk a little bit about some of the care things that you need to know about mums. They're actually extremely easy. The history of mums, they actually started in China a long time ago, the parent plant, and it was basically a plant just like this, a yellow kind of cluster mum. And then they became hybridized through China and Japan to endless cultivars, endless colors. They're spider mums, spoon mums, button mums, cushion mums. They're also florist mums and what we consider hardy mums. So we're in basically zone 6A in southwest Ohio. So what that means is florist mums will not winter over in Ohio, but these hardy chrysanthemums will if we have the right conditions and the right planting with them. So what you want to do, actually let me back up a minute. So with chrysanthemums, there are different blooming times with the chrysanthemums. There are early, mid, and late season mums. So Josiah will tell us a little bit about how they get them started and when in just a moment. But basically with that, you also have like early season tulips where you have ones that bloom first thing in the spring, and that mid-season, and then late season. So all of these were in the end of September. These would be what we would consider more of a mid to late season mum because of the color time period. It's a little noisy because it's raining finally. We're grateful for that, so we'll just try to talk through that. But with the hybridization, the perennial mums, what you want to do is plant them in the fall. They can stay in containers or planted in the ground. If you plant them in the ground, you want to plant them about, my experience, about an inch deeper than what the top of the soil level is. Typically the soil in most mum containers is a lightweight potting soil, and we only have a certain amount of time for them to get rooted in before we get hard freezes in the winter. So if you plant them just a little bit deep, put a nice layer of mulch around them, and then after they're done blooming this fall, you can either leave the whole flower head as is, or you can cut them back. But then the trick I've always done is basically November, December, anytime we get a warm spell in the winter time, it's a very simple, easy thing to do. Just go out and step on the soil around them and help firm them back down in the dirt. Because with frost heave, freezing and thawing, they're going to want to have a tendency to pop out of the ground if they're not well rooted in. So that's kind of one of the tips. The other thing is, just like your spring annuals that you get, your hanging baskets of begonias and patience, you're going to want to feed them. Mums are heavy feeders, just like all of the annuals. So you should continue to use some sort of, like a Miracle-Gro or some sort of fertilizer to get them in their best health and keep them blooming the longest. So from there, tell us a little bit about what
Absolutely. So we start these the middle of June. We get what we call a plug tray, which is a small tray that has about 50, what you would consider a seedling, but it's actually a rooted cutting is what we grow them from. So they start out about this big. We plant them in the middle of June so that by the end of September, they're like this size. Lots of fertilizer, lots of water every single day. That's about it.
And then you guys will, so with this, so when you start your varieties, you have ones that are ready for, I know we've done it before for like an early September wedding. There are different time periods that they're developed.
So they're actually light sensitive. So we can plant them all at the same time, but they're going to bloom at different times.
Okay. Okay, so by staggering the planting, then you get the blooms later on. Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll move on to something else, but we wanted to talk about these mums and this fall festival. This is a fabulous place, great place to bring your kids. During the weekdays, weekends, whatever, you'll have a lot of fun here. There's all sorts of great things to do.
As a reminder, we're open daily, except for Tuesdays. We are closed on Tuesdays. But Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 9 to 5, Saturday from 9 to 7, and Sunday from 10 to 5.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you for joining Brooks and Roots today at Potluck Greenhouses in Wilmington, Ohio. A fabulous place. Bring your kids, and we'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you again. Thank you.